Hello, my name is Pania, and we are listening to my EP, We Still Young.
Them man can say whatever they want, it don't count until
Charlie says.
your boy ain't ever been number one in the country until
Charlie says.
that's right, they respect my opinion, yeah, they wait until
Charlie.
Pania,
Let's go. What's up?
how are we?
I'm good. Good to be here.
Yeah. Another EP. You dropped one last year.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Why am I having a mind blank? No, don't do this to me on camera. Burnt your
what?
clothes and changed the addy.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Sorry, I
He
felt
knows
so
it.
bad. Raw. The spotlight came on and I'm like, this was one of your favorite projects of last
He's
year. Why could
nervous.
you not remember the
He's
name?
nervous.
No, why are you doing that? Don't do that to me. Listen, don't worry about me. I'm good. But no, that was a really, really strong EP. So now I'm holding very high standards for you
Yeah.
rolling into this one.
Nah, we got this.
We're rolling straight through. There was no break in between.
No break. We didn't take breaks.
We don't. No
Except for
breaks
after
Andy.
this EP tour, I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
Big
It's been very full on international travel,
It's been full
2
on.
projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
It's
lot
been
going
good
on.
though. It's been good.
Of course. What makes this EP different to your first?
I feel like this one is a lot more like introspective. Well, they're both introspective, but this is more, how do I say it? I guess my first EP was me finding my sound, me still even learning how to sing, and me working with a producer. I'd worked with producers in the past, but like a producer like Hamley for the first time. So a lot of it was production focused. There was like heavier drill beats and I was still finding my voice. But I feel like with this, I've really, like, you can tell I've really found my voice and I've really slipped into like the pockets that suit me, and my melodies and writing has gotten better. So it's a lot more, I guess, acoustic as well, because I wanted to put elements of live instruments just to bring it to life a lot more. So I think that's the main difference between this one and the last.
Okay, so the first EP was you finding your sound, and then this one is like the product of that. You know, where you're at currently in terms
Where
of
I'm at currently, yeah.
Okay.
A lot more slow R&B as well.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely can tell that from like the All Mine drop, which we've got
Yeah.
an extended cut on here, but we're gonna get round to that. We're gonna start off with We Still Young. Are we ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Hey, nice chilled vibes to start off with.
Every time I get up on my city, I get lost in the limelight. Wanna start an enterprise, I don't know the right guys. Wanna be on top with the skyline. No. Always fucking with me when it's good and the time's right. Think I'm not a star, right? Sorry, I'm not your type. Never was enough for the other guys. No.
Yeah. Exactly what you've just said. This is like the vibe I get straight off the bat. It's like, oh, hey, I'm still here. This is what I'm doing right now. It's almost setting the tone for what's about to come.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it.
I get lost, I get tired, I get lonely inside of my brain. We not the same. And I know sometimes I stay quiet, I don't know what to say. And we still young. It ain't worth being sad, but the things that we can't take back. We gon' do what we can for now, let's just relax. And for all of the times that we lost, cause of things we lack, we gon' have. Here we are alone again. How we always end up in this fucking mess. Can't afford a flight, so I buy a bag. Blew it all on coke on a phone, my rent. I just found another man. I just fucked up, you won't understand. I just wanna call you, but I know I did you wrong.
Any man, woman, anybody in your life, they must get this sense of dread if you're ever angry with them, because it's like, yo, lyrics are gonna be dished out left, right and center. Without saying who, have you ever had someone be like, yo, I heard your recent song. Is that about me? Or I know that's about me. Have you ever had that kind of dynamic before?
I've had people like block me. Block me?
Why have they blocked you? What have you said?
No, blocked me after I dropped a song. Like, block me.
Damn. So they're hurt by what you've said?
I guess so. I guess. Maybe.
Because they can't handle the truth, or?
Yeah, that's definitely what.
Yeah.
They just can't take it. Nah, I am pretty brutal. Like, I feel bad for...
But that honesty is what makes such good lyrics, is what makes such good music, at the detriment of somebody's feelings sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes. So, we might write some nice things too, but other times we might need to catch some strays, you know? It is what it is.
I get lost, I get tired, I get lonely inside of my brain. We're not the same. And I know sometimes I stay quiet, I don't know what to say. And we still young. It ain't worth being sad, but the things that we can't take back. We gon' do what we can for now, let's just relax. And for all of the times that we lost, cause of things we lack, we gon' have.
Say cheese.
Who's that? Whose voice is that?
That's my little niece.
Oh, yeah. What, do you remember that specific moment?
Yeah. It was like, it's just a recording on my phone. Because I always say to my niece, who's your favorite person? And she's always like, Auntie Pania.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, we have to put that in.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. It's nice feel good vibes to start off with.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's touching base. It's, yeah. Okay. I like it. Yeah, you could definitely tell the shift in tone from first EP to this. Based on one track, but you can tell.
I'm not bitter anymore.
No. We've moved.
I burnt the clothes. I'm like, trying to heal.
So like we've moved on.
We've moved on. Kind of.
We're in that transition of moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. Be interesting to see where this goes from here. Picking favorites. There's always a favorite. I don't care what you say. There's always a favorite. Here we go. All mine. Which we had a video for, but now we got the extended cut. Extendo.
This one's my favorite.
Yeah. Why is this one your favorite?
I think because it's a different tone from like things I've written about from the past. It's kind of a more feel good. Like still there's sad parts, but it's like, I don't know, it's like hopeful.
Without the sad times, you can't appreciate the good. And this is kind of appreciating the good while still acknowledging those sadder feelings.
Much. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Relax your mind. I'm just trying to find peace within your eyes. These demons inside your head tell you lies. Wish you never believe those lies. Just catch that flight. These FaceTimes and these late nights don't feel right. I'm trying to make sense of all of our fights. Just take that one way, make me feel alright.
There's so many layered lyrics in this song as well. Like your pen game definitely was real strong with this one. Like even down to the opening line, like I'm trying to find peace in your eyes. It's like, yo, that's a bar. And then you know, trying to make sense of these fights. It's like, yeah, that's a bar. It's like, yeah, you've got the lyricism here as well.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, this one was like, this one and the first one was literally just me on the mic with headphones freestyling. I think that's why they're like two of the most special ones, because it was just like exactly what I was feeling in that moment and it just came out. So, yeah.
So were you freestyling and just recording line by line?
No, like, so when I freestyle, my producer would just play the beat. And I didn't even think we had bass in this yet. Like, he was trying to find the chords. and then I'll just go on the mic and just say some shit. And then when we catch a flow, like he'll start. I think we caught a flow, and then he started adding drums, and then it just like caught on.
That created the swing in the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you like to find do you always freestyle? Do you like to find melodies first? Do you like to find lyrics first? Like what is normally your process, or do you have a mix of different methods?
Yeah, it's always a mix. I think usually I'll like hear the beat a little bit, write like heaps of lines, like, and have heaps of melodies in my head, and then get on the mic and like freestyle some of the lines and see like what sounds good or change some of the pockets. Yeah. Sometimes it comes literally in like 2 minutes, and sometimes it takes like so long, man.
Of course. And then sometimes we can spend hours, days, weeks upon working on something, and then the thing that we made in 10 minutes is the thing that slaps. No. And as any creative, I'm sure they understand that feeling of, there's always different ways of going about things, and sometimes your best stuff comes out of the freestyle or the thing that just happened in the moment. There's something special that you capture with that.
Yeah, it's always like that.
So this is a product of that. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Say you'll stay, so I can give you all this care. You know this passion come with pain. Wish I could give you. I wish you the best. Someday I'll leave the ends for LA when I get famous. Can't promise forever, for now let's just embrace it. And one day I swear that you'll be all mine for the taking. Yeah, for the taking. Say that you'll be all mine. Say that you'll be all mine. Say that you'll be all mine. One day you will be all mine. You've been in my head. I kinda regret not trying to make amends. We should never left. I heard from your friend. You've been out of luck. Wish I could be there. You know I would pick you up. Safer in my arms, you falling. I think I love you, I'm stalling. I know we get lost, sometimes we need the moment. I cut my loose ends cause you way more important.
Who produced this one?
Hamley.
Whole project produced by Hamley?
Most of it produced by Hamley, and then some was produced in the UK, and then most of it we got live instrumentalists.
Okay.
So we got one of my homies, Nicodemus, to come through and play bass and flute for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're working with very talented people, because I was about to say you've worked with Hamley a lot.
Yeah.
And you've produced some amazing stuff together. What's it like working with Hamley?
Hamley's sick. Like, that's really my guy, and I feel like we understand each other, and I feel like it's important to have like a friendship with someone as well, like kind of like really understand each other to make music that's good. So yeah, he was kind of one of the first producers I work with, like in his studio. And yeah, I've been working with him since I started I can't remember. Since I started making like songs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we really like develop my sound together. So
yeah, you've done an amazing job. One thing I've noticed about the first two tracks is like it's such minimal production that there's so many small details. There's so much going on without it feeling overwhelming. It's very, very subtle what's going on, you know? And it takes good production to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I definitely can appreciate so far.
Say you'll stay, so I can give you all this care. You know this passion come with pain. Wish I could give you. I wish you the best. Someday I'll leave the ends for LA when I get famous. Can't promise forever, for now let's just embrace it. And one day I swear that you'll be on mine for the taking. Yeah, for the taking. Say that you'll be on mine. Still feeling empty. 6 down, I just wish you were here with me. Nobody gets you like you get me.
That's such a nice switch. Sorry, that is such a nice switch up. Like, yeah, so this is the extended version. This is, yeah. Why an extended version? Was this the original?
Yeah, well, this
Okay,
was the original, and I always just felt like it felt a little bit too long.
Yeah.
But I love this part so much, and all my homies that had heard this were like, "Why didn't you drop the full song?" Like, what the fuck?
I'd be saying the same thing. I'm like, yo, this is hard.
And I was like, "Don't worry, like I'll do an extended if I drop an EP soon." So I was like, I had to.
Yeah, no, good choice. Good choice. I like because I like the original song. This adds to it, and and you said Nicholas played the flute for this one.
Yeah, Nico,
he's going crazy, going crazy.
Yeah, he killed it.
Feeling empty. 6 down, I just wish you were here with me. Nobody gets you like you get me. Tryna drown you out with some Hennessy. You think I'm looking at the rest, when I just want your heart right out your chest. My time is yours, don't forget me when I'm famous. That's what you say every time that we get naked.
Don't forget me when you're famous. Do you know how many times have you heard that in your lifetime?
So many people. And it's always like the people you like meet on the street. Like you don't even know them. And they're always like, "Don't forget me." Like I'm like, I'm gonna forget you tomorrow. I don't know you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people we know that can relate to that. You know, the "Don't forget me when you're famous" line. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
But you don't know I think of you every time I'm faded and alone. You give me everything and more. So baby, just be on mine. When you gon' say it's on mine, on mine.
Yo, you know what? I understand why that's your favorite. I understand.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. Makes sense. Does this tone continue like this now for the rest of the project?
This one is a bit more like upbeat.
Yeah.
Wait, so it goes a little bit more upbeat from here.
Okay.
It like drops down one.
So
we're
we're creating what I call the roller coaster
It's a roller
effect.
coaster,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're creating a roller coaster. Okay.
pretty much.
All right, let's go.
This was produced in the UK.
I don't wanna waste my time or waste my breath. Even with your hands on my waist, it don't make no sense. When I don't say I love you, take offense. Every time I think I want you, we fall deeper in this mess. You feel like my favorite song that I don't play no more, but you're stuck in my playlist, and I don't even wanna play this. Cause you feel like my favorite song that I don't play no more, going round on my playlist. Like it's time to rock the boat, give me more before I go. Tell me something, stay afloat on your own, letting go till I can't feel nothing. Rock the boat, give me more before I go. Tell me something, stay afloat on your own, letting go. I don't wanna
Okay. One, we're turning this up for when we press play again. Secondly, you have a crazy ability of understanding how to make hits. What you are really good at is you are incredibly consistent in your songwriting in terms of you don't have songs where I go, that's a weak one. Like you have such a consistency about your songwriting that I have to appreciate.
Thank you.
Like,
that's really nice.
I might shoot myself in the foot now. Next song, neck minute. I don't like it. But yeah, you haven't got the deepest catalogue in the world. Like, you're still a new artist in that regard, right? If you look at, the artists that we'd listened to that have been running 10, 15, 20 years deep.
Yeah.
But that consistency that you've had off the bat in the first couple of years is really strong.
Thank you, bro.
Really strong.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just nice, I'm sure, you have it with certain artists where it's just like, they don't miss.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't miss. And
Yeah.
it like, not in a bad way, but you're almost waiting for that moment that they do.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's got to happen at some point, right? And it's just like, nope, well, it ain't today. It ain't this one. This goes hard, man.
Don't know what I'm so I set the pace. They don't know who we are, just know the face. Yeah, bare hands trying to take what's mine. Guess it God's plan, we both here tonight. Cause you feel like my favorite song that I don't play no more. Going round on my playlist like it's time to rock the boat. Give me more before I go. Tell me
It's a serial hit. It's a serial hit.
on your own. Let it go till I can't feel nothing. Rock the boat. Give me more before I go. Tell me something. Stay afloat on your own. Letting go. I don't wanna feel nothing. You can give me what I want. Don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm out here 'cause the night is young and the vodka's strong. You can give me what I want. Don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm out here 'cause the night is young and the vodka's strong.
This is crazy. This is, you know what? It's mad that you say that you made this one in the UK. Like, I imagine the artist Ray having like a verse on this. Like, I don't know. Like, not saying like.
I mean, we can do a remix.
Hey, I'm just saying, yeah. Our girl Pania's here. Ray, if you're watching,
Ray.
I know you're a regular viewer of this channel. Okay, if you want an open verse, you're more than welcome to.
can
We
do
can
it.
we can work something out. Okay,
100%.
I can hear it. I can see it. I've
That
got
would
a vision.
be hard.
If you could have, not necessarily this song, if you could make a song with anyone,
Yeah.
well, who's like the dream collaboration for you?
Justin Bieber for sure.
Why Justin Bieber?
Because that's my guy. Like, he's the reason I started music.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the OG of
That's
inspiration
OG.
for you.
Yeah.
How early was we watching Justin Bieber? We talking like baby times? We talking
Yeah,
like,
when I was like in primary school.
yeah.
Like yeah. I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
not
that
gonna
man
talk
has gone
about
through
it.
some changes over the years. That man has adapted and kept it at a high level
Right?
through the years. I don't listen to Justin Bieber, but I've got to respect the hustle. He managed to be one of the most hated guys from a younger audience and managed to capture them all and run with it still to this day. So, you know, I've got to give respect where respect's due.
Yeah, Justin or Drake. I would love to make like a project with Drake.
What would a Pania Drake project sound like?
I feel like it'd be, I don't know. It'd be like, what's that album he had that was with the baby's face in the clouds?
Oh, Nothing Was the Same?
It'd be like that vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another roller coaster.
Yeah.
So you're just building a theme park of
It'd be like
of a
love
discography.
love a girl, love a boy,
Yeah.
bit toxic. It'd
Yeah.
be a hit. It'd be
It'll
so
hits.
good.
Some people
It'll
will be
be so
blocking you.
good.
There'll be a few more people blocking you by the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
All right, I hear it. All right. Track number 4 out of 7, Getting Over You.
I just hit the club 'cause you don't give a fuck about me, and you broke me down last night. Tryna build myself up with these highs. One too many, I'm not, can't feel you no more. Tryna find me some closure, can't do that sober. One too many, I'm not, don't need you no more. Long as my cup is full. Maybe I get over you with all this liquor. I've had enough of exposing you when you fuck up. I've had enough of debating. You chose your side when you laid up on her bedside and you gave her the best side of you. Maybe I
That electric guitar goes crazy.
Yeah.
It goes crazy in this track.
Yeah, that's another thing that I really wanted to do with this project. Like, even before I made the project, I wrote out like the goals for it, and I was like, we need like electric guitar to bring it like bring that like grit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you wanting to bring like more live instrumentation into your music?
Oh, I wasn't speaking to the mic.
That's okay.
Fuck, sorry. I don't know. I feel like it's, for me, I look at instruments as especially electric guitar, like places. No, not places. no, yeah, places that I would take the song
Mm-hmm.
with my voice if I could do it, but I can't. So like I just use instruments, especially electric guitar. It's like one of my I've always loved like John Mayer and shit, just because he plays like electric guitar so crazy. So yeah, it's always something that I've like wanted to add in to my music.
Yeah, I get it, and I encourage all creatives to do that. Like we all have things where it's like, oh, I want to do that one day. I want to do that. It's like, do it then.
Yeah.
You know, like you have
So
an idea,
easy.
run with it. Yeah, it's easier than you think.
Yeah.
More time than not. You know,
Yeah.
it's a fact of actually just figuring it out and then doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that sounds stupid. Just like, oh, if you want to do something, just think about it and just do it. Like, but in terms of, you know, oftentimes things aren't as difficult or as complex as you may think. Sometimes,
100%.
anyway. And you can see the product of when you do go for it. You can see how much it can benefit you. Flipping the first verse. But I do have to point out one thing. Was you sponsored by IKEA for this visualizer? No. Why is it a bathtub? Why are we here promoting bathroom appliances?
I don't know. I shot this in London. I just wanted to capture like just really, really vulnerable moment, because this song is like one of my most vulnerable songs, and it's just like I'm naked, so I just wanted to capture that, and I felt like, so
there's a meaning behind it, there's symbolism. It's not because you're sponsored by IKEA.
I wish. Sponsor me, IKEA.
IKEA.
Please.
Now I know you're regular viewers of the channel, all right? If you want to reach out, I'll get
I need that furniture.
Hey, you need to get that bag.
Tried to tell me I was one in a million, giving you more than I ever had planned on. She said if only a girl knew, yeah, she exposed you. Cause you pull up with no bitch inside. Should've known you weren't worth the hype. Drunk as fuck, but you numb inside. Baby, I get over you with all this liquor. I've had enough of exposing you when you fuck up. I've had enough of the bait and you charge your side when you laid up on her bedside and you gave her the best side of you. Baby, I get over you with all this liquor. Drink it till, drink it till, drink it till. I get over you with all this liquor. Drink it till, drink it
Saying it one more time, that guitar going crazy.
Shout out guitar player.
Shout out guitar player.
He killed that.
Don't need you.
Yeah, this one.
Miko Mao, Mr. Babyface Mao,
Miko Mao. Shout out Babyface.
Why Mao?
I just knew he could body this in a different way than anyone's heard him before. So I was like, I don't know, like no one else came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I just knew that he could body a verse like this in the way exactly how he did it. So, and no one's really heard him in this pocket before. So I wanted to get him in, sent him the song. He wrote a verse, came through like 2 days later, and then.
Yeah, Mao, when he's in his bag, can definitely bring something to the table most other people can't. He definitely, when he is in his bag, he can do his own thing that it just doesn't sound like anyone else, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man, big ups to Mao. Let's go.
Everybody come, everybody go, who gon' take your place? Mama once told me, baby girl, you gotta move with grace. When the show is over, lights go dim, where do you feel safe?
I love how the sample fills the space in between each one of your lyrics.
Yeah.
Like that, it just fills the space so nicely.
Show is over, lights go dim, where do you feel safe? I I was moving out of love, you was moving out of heartbreak. Always trying to level up the hard way. Made too many sacrifices for your sake. So who's to blame? I guess we'll never know. Whilst I take this long way home, I will play your voice notes on my phone. You made me hate myself. I know that I should run, but I still miss how you say my name. They don't know you like I know you. Compromise until I understand. All the memories remind me how I am scared to love again. Everybody calm, everybody go. Who gon' take your place? Mama once told me, baby girl, you gotta move with grace. When the show is over, let's go. Then where do you feel safe? Cause you too far, and I'm too caught up in this life. I work too hard. All these red eyes and flashing lights, I be pouring my heart into these melodies. What you tear me apart at the end or peer. Be putting the words just to be enemies. Say I'm too hard to manage. We should understand that they don't know you like I know you. Compromise until I understand. And all the memories remind me of why I'm scared to laugh again.
I only left cause I felt the vibe. And that ain't P, I can't dwell on life. If you knew where I was at in the day, you'd understand why I light you at night. When it get dark and we're beyond the lights, you know I ain't got a bar, I just got a bite. I was in a trap but I was texting you. Watching your stories, live your life, I like to check on you. I seen some photos on my phone from when you found someone alone. And you made everything feel better at the house, but we was at home. Or we could have been, I'm glad we know, cause secrets become known. I can see you looking at me now, the eyes that mixed on. It's a strange with my memories, but all the way you know me. Cuz got a baby on the way, been outside with his Chloe. Seeing girls moving around the club like some mean girls. I know you don't mean it when you say I don't need you.
Everybody calm, everybody go.
Yo. I let that run for a minute. I wanted to pause. I was like, nah, we're letting this run. I'm taking this in.
He killed that.
Yeah, I haven't heard him do something like that. Not off the top of my head anyway. So you've brought like a different side of Mal out.
More vulnerable Mal.
Yeah, and you know, like you're talking real shit here. Like, you know, you're talking about traveling and overworking and wanting to take time out and the lifestyles that you lead and how that affects you in your relationships. And you know, it is very vulnerable. You know, like you weren't lying when you said that. You know, right at the start when you're like, yo, this is a bit more me. It's a bit more vulnerable. It's a bit more raw and authentic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely get that vibe across everything. Yeah.
Makes me sad sometimes to listen to it.
Sad because it reminds you of those feelings?
Yeah.
I get it.
But I won't cry, don't worry.
I get it.
I'm not gonna cry.
Get everyone tearing up in here.
Camera.
No, it's just the AC. I understand. Like, but that's also why it can be so good, because it's able to evoke those emotions. You know, if it didn't do that, you wouldn't be doing your job properly.
Yeah.
You know, you've poured so much in. That's why it is what it is. You know, like I think that is an important thing, that it should evoke emotions out of you still. Some of my favorite songs from myself are the ones that could still make me get in my feels. Yeah. If not shed a tear. 100%. It's like, because I put the most into that, you know? So, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Mama once told me, baby girl, you gotta move with grace. When the show is over, let's go. Then where do you feel safe?
I like the fact that you've done it with this. You've done it with the All Mine extended cut. I like the fact that you just let instrumentation just take over and do its thing for a bit.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice. Oi!
The hit.
Okay. This year, this might be one of my... No. It is one of my favorite songs. I don't know if it's the, but it's up there.
It's the.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's the. Yeah, it's the. Full stop. The. Full stop.
Nah, thank you.
P stands for player. Why was this the lead single? Did you mean for this to be a lead
No,
single?
I think Playlist was a lead single, but this was, I feel like this like just helped me fucking with everything, like branding wise.
Right.
I don't know, and this song fell into place. Like, I remember I was trying so hard to make another single because I wanted to drop something on like leading up to the Kaylani show.
Yeah.
And I was like trying, I was like, make another Tiki, like try. We made so many tracks that
Yeah.
was so like mid. And then we were in between making 2 tracks, and then Hamley's like, let's take a break. Like, it starts making a beat, and then we start writing this, and it just like literally falls out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so annoying.
When you try to write a hit, when
Yeah.
you try to force a hit,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a hit.
Uh-uh.
Like exactly what you said. All right, we want to make another hit. A bunch of mid, a bunch of stuff where you go, some fans might like it, but I know it ain't
Yeah,
really what it
it's
should
just-
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the second you stop,
Yeah.
you
Because you're not thinking.
you let go of all those restrictions and templates that you put in. Right, what makes a hit? Well, it has to be this and it must include that. You remove that, make what is natural to you. Naturally, that becomes more of a hit. For me, this is a stone cold hit. Like, it just is. Like, it don't, Tiki's easier to dance to. Tiki's easier to play in clubs. You could play this in the club. You'd see me on the dance floor. You'd see me liquored up on the dance floor, enjoying life. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it still definitely has that appeal to it. Maybe not in the exact way a Tiki does, but in my opinion, a better song.
Yeah, of course.
In my opinion.
I love this song.
Yeah. And it must be nice also to have another hit on your hands instead of just being, the Tiki girl. You know, like you want to have other songs that supplement that,
100%.
a catalog and not. I don't think many artists in this world want to be the one hit wonder type
Yeah,
thing.
of course.
You know, so
And it was cool for me to like get into my R&B bag because that's like my roots. And yeah, a lot of like Tiki, my crew was more dancey, more in a kind of a different realm, still R&B, but this is like my actual influences. Like, I was listening to so much Sade, so much like old school music as well. So it was cool to put that into this song.
to create the R&P.
R&P,
Yeah,
R&P player.
as you said, yeah. See, look, piece that branding as well. You nailed it in terms of that.
Yeah.
Listen, you can't see anything from this girl with just a normal letter P. You can't. It doesn't exist. Yeah.
I feel like people call me P now because of this song.
Yeah.
Like no one called me P before this.
Because what does P stand for?
Player.
There we go. Let's
Baby.
go. Let's go. I can't promise you I won't sing the whole thing into the mic, but just know that I am singing. Okay? I what?
I wish you
Could give me what?
would give me more space to breathe.
What else?
You act like the sky is falling every time I pack up and leave. Every single time I left you, baby, you turn it around and call me crazy. Whoa.
Tell them one more time.
So next time you lacking, baby, I'ma make it known you acting shady. Whoa. I'ma distance myself as a favor. I hope you want your best behavior.
Working on that high note. I'm working on it.
Put no faith in me 'cause I'm no savior. But I told you that P stands for player.
Did you actually get this tattooed on you?
Yeah, I did.
You did? I was always wondering that. I was like, is this just for the
Yeah, it's
visualizer? Or
real.
did you? Yeah, it's real. Okay. Why was this not a full music video?
Because I haven't blown up yet. I don't have enough money.
But videographers, okay? Our girl Pania, if you would like to sponsor.
No,
Nah.
I think honestly, I don't think we had enough time, and I think, I don't think we haven't had enough time, and as well, what was I gonna say? I mean, no one's watching music videos anymore.
Okay.
Like for real, no one is watching music videos anymore.
Okay.
Which is really shit.
This is a really good point because I've been meaning to talk about this when the time arose. So thank you for bringing this up now. Music videos are watched by a very small percentage of people. And those very small percentage of people who watch it, not I've seen it because it's on YouTube, kind of like in the background while you're cleaning up the house or whatever. I mean, sit down and watch the video, not for the song, but for the video. There are people who really, really deeply care. The problem is, for a lot of artists and a lot of creatives, it's how much time, money, effort goes into that for only then a small portion of your fan base or new viewers to then care about that. Now, a lot of us can go, oh, we know what the Drake Hotline Bling video looks like, but did you watch that video caring about it? No, you just kind of remember. And obviously, as we know, music videos do help in terms of streaming. You naturally get more views and streams when there's a music video. Outside of that, there's a lot of artists that do not want to do music videos because of how much you put in and not necessarily get back sometimes. But please, I encourage anyone, for that 2 to 5% of people who actually give a shit, it means the world when someone puts time and effort into their visuals. It does mean the world to those people. It's just difficult sometimes, you know, especially when you've not got the A-level budgets and you've not got all of the time in the world. And, you know, it is difficult to put that much in to not feel like you're getting much out. So I understand, but there are people who care.
Yeah.
There are people who care.
Maybe if we get an international feature on this, I'll put out a music video.
So, Ray, I know you're a regular viewer.
I wish would forgive the bad sides of me. Yeah. I know I promised that we was meant to be. You take it out on me. Yeah. Always reading in between the lines. I take it out on you. Always make you leave the room with starry eyes. I'ma distance myself as a favor. I hope you on your best behavior. Put no faith in me cause I'm no savior. Thought I told you that P stands for player.
I do think this is your best song. I do think it is your best song. In my humble opinion, this is my favorite of yours.
Yeah, I think this is the most like timeless one.
Okay, yeah. You think this will sound good in years to come?
I think so.
I hear that.
Inshallah.
Yeah. I no, honestly, I definitely think that some of your music will really sound good in years to come. You know, like you get that with some artists, like we love them. You know, we have an artist from our teenage years or whatever, and we listen to them 10 years later and we go, why the fuck did I listen to that? You know, it ages bad. And then there's other times where you listen to something and go, yo, this was a serial bop. Like, yeah, I agree with you. I think this is a timeless track. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's what I try to do.
That's the aim. If you can do that, all right, cool. You know, your career will be whatever it is during, but if you can say in 10 years' time, yo, my music still sounds good, to me, that's a bigger accomplishment than anything you could do during your career. Yeah, you know, people can get booked for shows, people can be at fancy parties and stuff, but if you can turn around in 10 years' time and say, oh, I still sound good, to me, that's like my personal goal. But I get it. Like, yeah, man, real strong track. As we get into track 7, the bonus.
The bonus track.
Mal's back from talking about feelings.
Yo, let me speak to Pete.
Yo, come correct when you hit this line, yeah?
Yo, I'm looking for Pania. Who the fuck is this?
I love this video.
Yo,
You get to be on your boss shit here, eh?
It's Pania.
Pete, I got a big drop for you, but you gotta head this one yourself.
Yo, what you mean I gotta head this on my own? Like I don't got Mel with me for a reason?
No, trust me, Pete. I got big plans for you.
Alright, drop the pin.
You even flip the phone like you don't give a shit. Fuck you wasting my time for?
I'm from the islands, know that you wanna taste. If you don't have money, better stay out the way. I be the
Nah,
baddest in the
can't lie. When I think I made this joke at the
If
time.
you don't have money,
This reminds me of Kelly Rowland in the video with Microsoft Excel texting. It's the first thing this reminded. Yeah, that's the first thing this reminded me of. I can't lie. That's funny.
That's a meme.
money, better stay out the way. I be the baddest in the bed and on stage. Cocoa butter on my skin and feel amazing. I'm that girl, I'll never be the one that's chasing. Call you from a burner, I won't send my location. I would. I be hella cautious, so I told you that I only use my burner phone. Yeah. I just hit the town, I'm getting paid, so don't treat me like a booty call. Girls be mad and blocking me, man, them still hung up on me. He enjoy my company, couldn't be so smother me. Cause I be hella cautious, so I told you that I only use my burner phone.
All right,
Hey.
big toddler T.
Zarski.
How the fuck did you end up in the studio with toddler T?
God's plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did it just happen? Did it just fall into place that way, or was this
God's
like a planned thing?
Nah, it was probably my manager or my A&R would have linked that one.
Yeah.
Um,
What's it like being
yeah.
in studio with him? Because as someone who grew up in the UK, especially my old man listening to a lot of drum and bass and jungle, Toddler
Yeah.
T is like a legend to me.
yeah.
You know? Did you know that when you was in studio with him, or did you learn this while you were there kind of thing?
I'd known of him, 100% I've heard the name,
Yeah.
but I am like very new to, not new, but like I'm like an R&B girl. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not that
It's not,
educated
it's
on, like,
that's not the world that you know about.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, yeah, being in the studio with him was crazy. He's a legend, and he's just got so much energy, like so much energy at a 10 a.m. on a fucking Tuesday. So it was definitely like one of my favorite sessions as well, because it was just like, because all the other sessions I'd been doing R&B stuff, and I think originally we were going to probably do like something like that, but I was like, nah, like let's do something different, because I had listened to all of his tracks that he had done before my session. So I was like, nah, let's do something different. Like, let's get in that drum and bass bag.
Yeah.
And we did it, and it was
Yeah.
lit. It was lit.
Yeah. No, when I remember hearing this, being like, okay, first off, Toddler T, where the fuck did that come from? And then I was like, oh, it's a full jungle track. Oh, okay, we're really out here. Like we're really doing it. Like that put a smile on my face for sure.
I'm from the islands where the sky's never gray. Only fuck with men that make it more than I make. Don't chat to me if you want minimum wage. Whoa. Cocoa butter on my skin and feel amazing. I'm the girl, I never be the one that's chasing. Call you from a burner, I won't send my location. I would. I be hella cautious, so I told you that I only use my burner phone. I just hit the town, I'm getting.
Shout out who?
Fire Dancer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where was this
That
filmed?
was like 3 a.m. That was 3 a.m. on like a Monday at Miscellany in Melbourne. It was so late.
Yeah.
So shout out everyone that came through. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah,
ones.
you had
Real
a
ones.
decent turnout for
Real
3
ones,
a.m.
Bro.
Yeah.
That shoot was chaotic, but yeah.
And you know, you're about to have a full dance routine in here
Oh,
as well.
Yeah. It's
What was it
coming.
like rehearsing for that?
Bro, when I first saw the dance, because my choreographer Hannah did it, I was like, nah, like I can't do this, Hannah. I can't do this, bro, because I'm not a dancer.
Yeah.
And it was like really like full on, and I was like, Hannah, like I don't know. But then yeah, we had one rehearsal, and then I went home and just like drilled it. Had another rehearsal with her, and she's like, ooh, like you got it.
Yeah.
I changed a couple moves to like make it more me.
Yeah.
And then we killed it. I feel like we did pretty well. Like,
Yeah, no, definitely. You brought it's a big energy track, of course, being a drum and bass jungle track, and then you've also matched that with the visuals. You know, you've had the mad turnout, knowing that it's 3 a.m. Also, is just like it's just like block party vibes now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, done really well with the clip. To be fair, really well.
Thank you.
See, video clips do matter, guys.
Yeah,
they do. They do.
paid, so don't treat me like a booty call. Cause we made him blocking me, and them still hung up on me. He enjoyed my company, so don't be so smother me. Cause I be hella cautious, but I told you that I only use my burner phone. Yeah. I be +6 for the night. Might even hit you when I'm faded. I'm in your city, better treat me right. Don't make me feel jaded. I be +4 for the night, so don't hit me on no base shit. I'm in
Told you, P, we had big plans for you. This one gonna be the biggest one yet, you know.
I be hella cautious, but I told you that I only use my burner phone. Yeah. I just hit the town, I'm getting paid, so don't treat me like a booty call. Girls be mad and blocking me, and them still hung up on me. He enjoyed my company, couldn't be so smother me. Cause I be hella cautious, but I told you that I only use my burner phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you go. Look at you go, huh?
We did that.
You start off with a guitar and chilled vibes, and you end up on this by the
That's
end.
crazy.
What a roller coaster this project is.
For real. Damn, you just made me realize that. It starts off so mellow, like in
Yeah.
my bed on a fucking
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
And then it's like bang.
To 3 a.m., people calling your burner phone, getting you out, people with fire and dance moves and mow and just, craziness.
Yeah. That's me. That's my brain. That's inside of my brain.
It could be down here, it could be up here.
And it's always extreme.
But that's, I think if that's a good representation of you and you've put that in the music, then good job. You've done exactly what I think you should do. I think every project from an artist, whether it be, a 4-track EP all the way to a 20-track mixtape, I think it should always be a representation of you or a specific part of you, So if this is a little bit of all sides of you whacked into one mad mix, so be it. That's a good thing in my opinion. Like, obviously you're going to take a break after this. Do you have an idea of where you're going to go from here? Or is it like, want to take time and figure that out?
I want to take time and figure it out and just like feel things properly. Because when you're working like constantly, you don't really process or feel things. So I think I just need like, a nice little break, enjoy things, feel things, go through things, and then come back, figure it out. I actually don't know where I'm going to take my next sound. I actually don't know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because now you've got time to go figure that out.
Yeah.
Now you've got time to be, okay, let me feel, let me experience, so I have something to talk about. Because there's only so many people that can block you through heartbreak in the end. Okay, there's only so many people we could do. So go live.
Just keep writing this.
Yeah. There's one person just copping it over and over again. Yeah. But no, like on a serious note, that's a good thing. Go and enjoy
Maybe
that.
some love songs.
Hey. Maybe
Love a girl P.
P stands for comment section. Let us know. What can P stand for?
What does P stand for next?
Ooh, I like that. What can it stand for?
What do you think of the project?
This project. Okay. Coming from the guy that primarily listens to hip hop, with my side genres being R&B. Don't get me wrong, I have a really deep appreciation for R&B and whatnot. But obviously, my main genre that I listen to is hip hop. Your Burnt Your Clothes and Changed the Addy, remember the name first time. That is, you've got more drill, you've got more hip hop elements in that. Here you've got a more mellow vibe. I mean, I say that off the back of just hearing Burner Phone again, But, you've got more R&B, you've got more Afro beats, or more Afrobeats focus through this.
Yeah.
I would really want to sit down and listen to it more before giving like a final answer.
Yeah.
Off of a hot take though, I think I prefer Burnt Your Clothes and Changed the Addy, but I think you have an absolute smash hit in P stands for player here.
Thank you.
I really like this though as well. Like it, not to say this is a bad project. This is a really fucking good project.
Thank you.
But I can't say that everything's a 10. I have to fight against it and say, yes, one thing you've done again is consistent from start to finish. Serial hits. Left, right, and center, which, not many people, in my opinion, can say they can do that. Yeah, I really like the fact that it's a different side of you as well. I think that's really important because now it's like, okay, do I want this side of Pete or do I want that side?
Yeah.
Giving that option, and I think that's good because in a world where most people, we like to take singles and songs we like from projects and throw them in playlists. I like to listen to projects from start to finish. So the fact that I can get variety within 2 different short projects is really good. So yeah, how do you feel about this project?
I think this project, honestly, is just a different side of me. Like, it's definitely more mellow, more introspective, more like for the feels. But yeah, like I think it's a side of me, so I'm excited for people to hear it, and I feel like more people will. I don't know. I hope people like sit down with it, have it in there. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I just hope people take it well.
Yeah, of course. And, and if some people don't or it's not as good, that's okay because you've given something different, Like, I think that's perfectly fine. And yeah, touching on that where you say, like, you're more vulnerable. Yeah, it's like your first EP is the initial reaction of feeling those things from events, whether that be anger or whether that be shock or whether that be hurt. And then now it's kind of like the days after when you process that. And then hopefully your next project can be, okay, now we're down the line from that and looking back on those kind of things. But again, you need more time to feel that and go through that. We're kind of going around in circles, but you get the idea. Yeah, definitely. Do you have any particular shout outs for people that you've worked with, help you to put this together?
Shout out Hamley. Yeah. Shout out Mo. Shout out all the instrumentalists that played. Shout out Mel. Shout out to Toddler T, Ray, all the guys I met in London, and yeah, all my day one homies. Shout out y'all.
Big ups to you, and big ups to IKEA for sponsoring this video.
Shout out IKEA. Shout out everyone.
Hey.
Shout out Melbourne.
Shout out Melbourne.
3K to the world.